It's called a promo,
Shut
kid,
your
and
mouth,
if you want to
John.
be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it, so go ahead.
You ready? No! I said, are you ready?
That was good. Glad you finally decided to pull that giant stick out of your butt and have some fun for once in your life.
You're uneducated marks! You sit there on your phones tweeting out your opinions like they're worth a damn. Let me explain something to you people. You don't know shit!
And I'd like to think that maybe this company will be better after Vince.
That's alright. It's only 30 minutes. It's only a 30-minute episode, and
your voice already sounds rough.
I know. It's early morning. I got my coffee, though. I'll be awake in a second. Let's pull this bracket back up.
Bracket up.
This is, let's see, this is part 5. Yeah. We're gonna pick back up where me and Jeff left off, actually.
Right, so you're gonna have to, like, catch me up a little bit while we're doing it. So.
Yeah. All me and Jeff did was we went back to the bottom 100s, all the people listed at 100, and we started moving them back up a little bit. What you and I are going to do today is we're going to finish that out. We're going to go back to the previous brackets and close some of that out and just keep moving them. Keep moving them up.
Moving on up.
Okada and Sabu is not a difficult one to choose for me, though. I'm like Okada all the way.
Yeah, I was about to say like
Kid
Okada.
Me might not disagree, but Kid Me ain't here, so...
Sorry, Kid him.
Excuse me.
I blame society?
Yeah.
I don't know if society...
You technically could. Mikey Whipwreck versus Santino Marella.
Ooh, Mikey Whipwreck.
Yeah, I love Santino as a character.
Yeah.
I mean, I always... Every time we mention him, I'm like, Milan Miracle is why he's here. But Mikey Whipwreck.
I feel like, and maybe this is going too... Maybe it's too spoilery, maybe it's too assumptive. But
Assumptive.
I don't know if that's a word. I'm an English tutor. That's probably terrible for me to say. But,
Part-time, bro!
if it's an ECW person, they're probably going to go over.
Probably. Although Sabu didn't make it past Okada.
But there's
It's Okada.
other circumstances.
Yeah, there's like major other circumstances. Let's see. Go back up to the top here. We got ourselves a technical clinic.
I was about to say, this would be a banger of a technician match.
This was, if you look at the bracket before, this is what was hard. Was he had to get past
Right.
Pete Dunne, and it felt weird, but it was a situation of I had to put him in the ring again.
Yeah. Ooh.
And that's what I'm going to have to do here, because I love Ricky Steamboat outside the ring, but just looking at a like wrestler standpoint, like I love Chris Benoit. Love. It's... there's a line. There's a very thin line.
A little aside here. People stopped doing the diving headbutt. I saw someone do it the other day, and like they literally hit the mat with their head. Stop it.
Diving headbutt, flying crossbody. Which one do I want to see?
I think I'd rather see the flying crossbody, if I'm being honest.
This...
I feel like you're going to go for Benoit, though.
Yeah, this hurts because, like, again, I like Ricky Steamboat for more than reasons more than just him being a great wrestler and a legend. But likewise, like, if I'm putting him in the ring, if I'm, like, watching this match on pay-per-view, I'm rooting for Benoit a little bit.
That's fair.
And this is in a world where he's alive and a great guy, so... I feel wrong. I feel wrong. I don't know. Jay White and William Regal. Huh.
Do you want a man's man, or do you want to breathe with a switchblade?
He's a man.
I sing that song at least twice a week. Anytime I do something manly, that's the song I'm singing. It's Switchblade, too. Like, man.
He's the catalyst of professional wrestling.
Looking back to when we had William Regal and Hook, I kind of fell into a thing of like, well, the reason why I'm picking William Regal, even though Kid Me is like rolling in his grave that William Regal is getting this far ahead, I respect William Regal a lot.
Yes.
I love William Regal, and I think I'm picking him over Jay White just for the fact that, like, hey, it's Regal.
It's Regal. You kind of... War Games!
I predict, and I don't actually know, I think Switchblade is going to be in the 30s. I think when we get the hundreds, he'll make it up to the 30s. Maybe not the top 25, but it'll be like a solid 32. Noam Dar and Shinsuke.
Ooh.
Jeff wasn't understanding why Noam Dar was getting ahead over all the people he did. Brian Kendrick, Kyle O'Reilly.
I personally would not have put
Noam Dar.
Noam over Kyle, but I don't know. I'm like,
It was hard.
I feel like I'm one of the biggest Kyle fans for whatever reason.
I was like, undisputed supernova. Undisputed
Check,
supernova.
please.
It's like, I think of all the moments, especially as Heritage Cup champion, that Noam Dar has given us. The Alicia Fox era.
The Alicia Fox era, the NXT UK. You didn't get to see that either. His stuff with Shaw Samuels.
Only bits and no, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, that was fun as hell. Shaw Samuels was like his booker almost.
But does he go ahead of Shinsuke, who has been showing in this to be like, oh yeah, no, he's the former king of strong style.
Yeah.
So
fun fact: recently I sent you the. Did I send you? Was it the video of Shinsuke versus? No, I sent you AJ versus someone, right?
yeah.
I was watching. I also got to watch Shinsuke versus
If you haven't seen Shinsuke and AJ, go watch that. Wrestle Kingdom,
and
I think it's like
Tanahashi.
3-2.
Shinsuke
11.
and Tanahashi. That was and it was crazy because like Tanahashi was the heel.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, wait, what? What is going on here? Like,
He's
I'm
a
barely
legend.
getting into my New Japan era, guys. Sorry.
Shinsuke's a legend in Japan, man. And
Yeah.
another Japanese legend he faced was Shibata, and it came down to the same thing it's coming down to here, and that's like, you just got to put him in the ring, and like, I'm rooting for
Yeah.
Shinsuke in the ring.
You would have to. I also think Shinsuke would probably win, honestly.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Scroll back up. Chris Benoit moved up. William Regal moved up.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna save you some trouble here. I'm picking Chris Benoit.
What?
I'm picking again. I'm picturing them in the ring. The match is going on. The U.S. title's on the line. I'm rooting for him. I love you, Regal. I respect you. I'm glad you're here with us.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we're gonna look at Shinsuke Nakamura versus Mikey Whipwreck. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing we're doing. Shinsuke.
See, if you
Mikey.
put them in the ring, I feel like
It's this, why is this hard? I want to root for Shinsuke, but I love Mikey
you
Whipwreck
love
so
Mikey.
much.
Yeah, it's that ECW, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to say bias, but it's like...
There is a old school ECW bias, even though I watch it back now and I'm like, okay, it's a little problematic.
Yeah.
There is a bias. And when it comes to Mikey Whipwreck specifically, it's like he's always the underdog you just have to root for, and you love him so much.
Yeah, which would mean he would do great in Japan.
I'm going with Shinsuke though. I'm sorry.
Let's...
I'm sorry. It's Shinsuke, and like he's a Japanese legend. He's one of my favorite performers, and he's electric. The best word to describe him in the ring is electric.
I love Shinsuke so much.
Well, he's gonna go ahead and move on to then with Chris Benoit. And this isn't something I expected out of this, but we're about to get a top slot here out of this. Shinsuke or Benoit.
Man. Oh.
I need to take a sip of coffee because I'm bouncing around in my head like, okay, and it makes sense either way I go. So I put him in the ring like I'm supposed to. Makes sense either way I go. It doesn't matter.
It's like...
It's actually a little even here.
I think...
I wish this was in the Wrestling in the Middle universe so I could just play it out
Yeah.
right now real quick.
I think you're going to go Benoit.
It's not wrong to assume. Not in this scenario. So I'm playing this fantasy in my head right now. This is what's going on in the arena. Shinsuke Nakamura and Chris Benoit are wrestling in a Falls Count Anywhere match. World Heavyweight titles on the line. It's a banger. I mean, it's banging. Like, there's a lot of hard hits.
The important thing to ask here, is it in Japan or is it in America?
It's in America.
See, because if it was in Japan, then they would have already thrown each other off the barricade. Like, the fans would have been involved.
I like where this is going. It's moved to Japan now. They've got on the plane and they moved this match into Corrigan Hall.
Yeah, so the fans are already, like, they're in their laps and stuff, like...
This match is awesome.
Like, meet him over the barricade, like...
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
You're going Shinsuke.
Shinsuke's won the match.
I'm not disappointed at all. I just
Shinsuke goes ahead.
assumed Benoit.
Shinsuke's going ahead.
Let's go.
So we'll bracket the 100s, the 99s out of that. But as for this moment, Shinsuke's moved up out of this. He's up in the 96, 95 columns.
Let's go.
Yeah, now we're going to move over to our past brackets. Try to close some of these up. Let's see, which one was this?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, excuse me again. I need a cough drop really bad. I'm going to let you know, this one's not getting a finish. It's not. You and I left off here on part 3. We had Mox and Funk.
Oh yeah.
It was funkin' hard. It really was.
Yeah,
It still is. And so I'm like, well, you understand that weeks went by after this happened that I didn't think about it every single day. So we'll circle back to this in a second, but just know I've given this a lot of thought. I had to.
I could imagine.
So Taz and MJF, we'll go ahead and go with this one here. As much as I loved MJF, Taz made sense. Yeah.
Taz is your guy.
Taz was moving ahead.
Yeah.
MJF sure to be in the top 15 for sure. Maybe even top 10.
Dang, okay.
Now, Mox and Funk. Why this is significant. It shouldn't be a secret if you're just as big a Terry Funk or Moxley Mark like I am. It should make sense why it's so hard. Because you're going for the old versus the new. You're going for young blood versus old blood. It's just... it's like... By picking Moxley, you understand that the torch has been passed, but you feel like you're leaving behind a legacy. And then by picking Funk, you feel like you're not acknowledging that he's revolutionized what Terry Funk set the precedent for. So that's why it made it so hard. But likewise, I think Terry Funk would agree with my decision to pick Jon Moxley on this.
Really?
Jon Moxley is undoubtedly in the same top 3 conversation as Funk, and Funk forever for sure, but Jon Moxley took what Terry Funk did and elevated it to a level. And I identify with Jon Moxley on a whole personal level. And so it's like...
Yeah, okay, I forgot about the personal connection. Like, that for sure.
Wasn't easy, though. It was not easy.
Ooh.
So on that note, Omega, Danielson, Moxley, Taz, they're all going to stay at 96. And they're going to be in the 96 column. And we're going to slide on away from it.
Okay.
Re-bracket it when it's time. Pull this one up for me. Oh, is this the same one? Yeah.
Let's do it again. No,
let's go over the fact that I put Jon Moxley over Terry Funk again. Yeah, why don't we?
I get it, though. Again, the personal thing, I think, is really what kind of puts it over. And the fact that, as you said, Moxley has taken what Funk was and elevated it. I mean, he tried to kill a man with a plastic bag. I mean...
He did do that. It just dawned on me. We didn't do the bottom 100 one. We started with the bracket we left off on.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I just had my brackets mixed up. It's hard trying to maintain all this. This is what me and Jeff did. He helped me with that second one a little bit, so that's why I got it confused. This is what we had started yesterday.
I see.
Okay. I was like, why did that go so fast then? That was throwing me off.
It's fine.
We're back to this, guys. We're back to this. Vikingo and Penta. My 2 favorite luchadors. Like, top two.
Does Penta going to WWE sour that in any way?
It doesn't sour. It sucks a lot, and it feels just unrealistic. It feels unreal. But it is what it is. I mean, by the time this airs, he's probably already debuted. I don't know. But... It feels weird. It doesn't diminish the quality of a wrestler he is to me, though, because a lot of what I love about him, too, AEW stuff, cool, love it. His stuff in Lucha Underground and AAA, that's what I love.
Okay.
So, that said, though, Vikingo's my favorite luchador.
Yeah, Vikingo's going over, right?
I said when we started this, I told Jeff, Vikingo is just going to plow through this.
Okay.
He's moving ahead, but, sometimes you get a thing like Carl Anderson or Bret Hart, and you're like, I don't know. Machine Gun versus the Hitman. The Hitman and the Machine Gun.
Dang.
I'm a Hitman with a machine gun.
Dang. I think this is one of the few times where I would actually go for the old school over...
I mean, I don't have a Bret Hart shirt, but I got a Carl Anderson shirt, so...
You do. You have Bret Hart sitting over here, though.
Yeah. I've made that comment for every Carl Anderson matchup. It's like, well... Literally just love Machine Gun.
I mean, that's fair.
But do I love him more than Bret Hart? I don't know. I don't know that I do.
I actually got to watch some New Japan stuff with Carl Anderson recently. I love that when they introduce him, they make the Machine Gun sound noise.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. His work in New Japan is why he's here, why he's in this conversation. And it's why I'm actually considering putting him above Bret Hart, but it's hard. It's very hard.
It's hard.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's see.
I got him in the ring. I'm not rooting for anybody. I think I'm more so rooting for Bret Hart, but
That's
wanting
fair.
to root for Carl Anderson. I'm not being honest though. I think Bret Hart wins it.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to go against my own will. Dragunov and Mike Bailey. Okay, I see that. I see you.
Well, obviously, if this were my list, we already know where that'd be going.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even do any of these. I'd just say, just put Dragon out to the end.
Yeah. Because it's my list.
It's Mike Bailey, I think.
It's not at all. Like, that's
Ooh.
where... Do you know me at all? I love Mike Bailey, and don't get me wrong. He puts on great matches. I love that we're both black belts. I said that the last time. But the fact that he's against Dragunov does not help him. Dragunov is the most intense wrestler I've seen in a decade, and I want him to be in the top 25 because I love him. And that's what this is about.
Yeah, let's go.
It wasn't hard. I was going to see what cases you made, but no, Dragunov was going ahead.
I don't know enough about Mike Bailey to make a case for him.
You can slap a tornado, but can you buzzsaw kick it? Tajiri can. Matt Hardy, I don't know.
I mean...
There's a lot of layers to Matt Hardy, though. There's a lot of Matts. It's a lot of Mattitude.
I would honestly give Tajiri extra points for mentoring Kushida, just because I really like Kushida as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's even fair in this conversation.
Fair. That is fair. Man, I really love Tajiri. It's like I want to say Matt Hardy because there's so much about Matt Hardy I love, and like he's been a consistent for me throughout my entire life. But I really love Tajiri. You know, I'm picking Tajiri. What do you got? Say what you got to say anyway. But Tajiri's going over.
So you didn't want Tajiri to be deleted?
No.
Okay, that's fair.
Technically, no one gets deleted. Although people do get deleted because, like I was saying last time, we made substitutions. I mean. The moment I realized Kota Ibushi wasn't on the list,
You just made the list!
Kota Ibushi's on the list. That didn't make sense. So, I forget who got taken out. I think...
Was it Leo Rush?
Yeah, Leo Rush and Eddie Kingston got taken out. I forget
Kingston, dang.
Fortunately, but Mark Briscoe needed to go in there. Caprice Coleman needed to go in there.
Dang.
There's 4 substitutions. So, yeah, maybe you do get eliminated if I think that someone could take your spot.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
When do I go in there?
Cody Rhodes and Kurt Angle.
Ooh.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
I love Kurt Angle, but...
but he didn't win an Olympic medal with a broken freaking neck.
No, but he did win a state championship in amateur wrestling, and, you know, we don't need to compare accomplishments, but that field was pretty rough that year.
Buckle up, Teddy.
Comparing it to the Olympic field. I'm going to Triple H and Adam Cole, and Adam Cole's going over Triple H. I'm not gonna hesitate.
I kind of get it. Though.
I had a hard time seeing if I liked Triple H more than Batista. I don't see how he gets past Adam Cole in my brain.
That's one of the reasons. It's also like anything NXT, I feel like it already has a bit of Triple H in it.
Dear God, you should have been here for the John Cena Minoru Suzuki discussion. That was a funny one. It ended up with me fantasizing Minoru Suzuki winning the spinner belt. So now we got Suzuki against Jamie Noble.
Oh my God,
James Gibson.
You do really love Jamie Noble.
I do.
But it's
I
murder
do.
grandpa.
I was about to say Suzuki, but I remember just how much I do love Jamie Noble. There's many layers to him as well. The Jamie layers.
Murdered grandpa though. I mean,
yeah, he's intense. He's been around a long time.
Like, and I'm just imagining like Dragunov versus Suzuki. If that hasn't happened, it needs to happen.
Yeah, Suzuki puts on amazing matches with people. but the character work's getting him over. I'm picking Jamie Noble. I'm going Noble.
That's fair.
I'm going Jamie Noble. All right.
He's noble.
The substitutions that got thrown in are facing each other already. Kota Ibushi and Caprice Coleman.
So I don't know enough about Caprice to make any sort of argument here whatsoever.
There are some DVDs in there you can pull out. I will educate you.
You would too, yeah.
I was about to say, pull up the picture, show the picture. Me and Caprice, me and Ian and Caprice and Mike.
Yeah.
But
It's Kota Ibushi.
it's Kota Ibushi.
One half of the Golden Lovers.
Whenever we had the conversation of him and Samoa Joe last episode of this series, I had acknowledged that I've really only known of Kota Ibushi for like 4 years, maybe 4 or 5 years.
About the same as me, yeah.
And so I've known of Samoa Joe for a decade plus.
You have?
Yeah, a long time. But at the same time, like for that short amount of time, Kota Ibushi's just made memories for me that that withstand that amount of time. So for that same reason, I feel like I gotta pick Kota Ibushi, even though Caprice Coleman deserves the respect of long-term acknowledgement.
Yeah, that's fair. Again, not much argument. not familiar enough.
Man, you need to get familiar. It's okay though. Vikingo and Bret Hart. It's Vikingo.
It's Vikingo, dang, okay. Okay.
It's Vikingo.
I like how you're doing the
Yes.
Bret Hart thing. It's Vikingo.
It's Vikings, and that's it. Dragunov moved ahead. Let's see. Sorry, I got lost. Tajiri. Dragunov, Tajiri. That's a good one. That's a hard-hitting battle.
It is. Here's the thing.
I want to go with Dragunov. I want to go with Tajiri.
This would be a little bit of a difficult one for me, but as I said before, I would have just pushed Dragunov to the end because
Yeah.
if I were doing this, I would already know Dragunov would be top 3. That's just how much I love Dragunov.
I'm putting him in there.
I'm picturing the Mist. I'm picturing Tajiri getting a sneaky win.
You called it. I was like, I hate to disappoint you, man, but it's Tajiri.
Yeah.
Tajiri's going ahead, and that's all right because we love Tajiri. Cody Rhodes, Adam Cole. Adam Rhodes, Cody Cole.
Cody Cole.
Cole Rhodes, Adam Cody.
What have we done?
Cody Adams.
Is it the whoa or the boom?
It's Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole,
I had it decided before I got done with that sequence of names.
Dang, you just wanted to throw out the names.
Yeah, I wanted to see how far that could go, and it went every possibility it could.
Cody Rhodes does have one of the greatest build-ups and moments in wrestling history.
Now, I love Jamie Noble, but I'm gonna let you know Kota Ibushi's going right past that.
He's just
too.
going straight. Okay, okay.
Again, the fact that he didn't make the cut the first time I made the list, he'd been out for so long up to the point already. I just felt like I forgot about him a little bit.
That's fair.
That's not okay. That's not fair. That's wrong. Vikingo all the way against Tajiri. Pause. It's hard. I want to pick Tajiri.
You do, but
I want both. I want to pick both.
How can you miss someone if you can't catch them? I feel like Tajiri would go for a mist and Vikingo would do some crazy flip and flip over him and then...
And see, what's unfair, unfortunately, excuse me, I've seen Vikingo live a bunch, and that helps. I've never gotten to see Tajiri live, and that's just because I haven't, because it just wasn't possible at the time. I feel like it hurts me to say it, but I'm putting Vikingo ahead. I love Tajiri to death, and I know he won't be down here long. Just Vikingo has to go ahead. He's too cool.
That is fair.
All right. What do we got now? Adam Cole, Kota Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi.
I'm proud of you for trying. proud of you for trying.
I think you're gonna go
Let's see.
Bushi.
Wrong. Adam Cole,
Yeah,
baby.
I had a feeling like
It's Adam Cole.
it's Adam Cole.
Adam Cole. Let's see. We did Vikingo Tajiri. We just got Adam Cole into Vikingo
Vikingo,
now?
yeah.
Adam Cole and Vikingo. Okay. This is where today ends.
Damn. It's pretty good.
I wish I could end it on a big cliffhanger, suspense note, and I could maybe filibuster this for like 4 more minutes to be like, oh, yep, this is this, and this is why this person deserves it. But I really love Adam Cole, and I'm putting Adam Cole
You're
ahead.
putting Adam Cole,
Yeah.
baby.
The fact that Adam Cole couldn't beat the 100s because of Crash Holly, but now is finally getting ahead. I can't wait for AJ Styles to get the same treatment. That's what we realistically need out of this. This has been fun. There's going to be a lot of re-bracketing to do now.
Oh Lord, that's good thing I don't have to do that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I do. So I got a little work ahead, but
It's fine.
this is fun. This is always fun.
You know.